The type of school your child attends is important. Oh, it didn't scar you guys.
Feelings are feelings. If I cannot do it myself.
He wrote, I want an iPhone 15.
She was telling me that it's no use at all.
When you start to realize and see that actually parents are also learning.
thesmartlocal.com.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Ask TSL, and today we are gonna dive into the topic of being parents.
You know, as parents, I think there's like a huge responsibility to undertake. There's been a lot of talk online about how people should go about parenting their kids. And similarly, as kids, you know, sometimes we feel like very misunderstood by our parents, right guys? That's why we have a whole panel of kids and parents here to discuss a different perspectives today.
Yes, are you all ready?
Yes!
Nice!
Okay, so we got the first question here. My parents' expectations of me were high. True or false?
Whoa.
The first one cuts quite deep.
Yeah.
True! True!
Everybody say true. Singapore.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
I think it's always about firstly in academics, and then secondly is beyond academics. And then I think when it comes to the major exams, I remember being a bit scared coming home sometimes if I did badly.
You can remember the feeling of the fear.
Yeah,
like,
correct. We generally were quite supportive as well. There has been no lack of it. So I say like, you know, they feel that I'm not able to cope with Mandarin. My Mandarin is not the best. So I've always had tuition for a very, very long time, and they were always very supportive with that CCA. Like, I know that there were moments whereby they have sacrificed their family holidays because of my CCA. So they're not like parents whereby high expectation, right? But you're on your own.
My parents has high hope on me, thinking that he has 7 children. The only one can go to the...
You have 6 other siblings?
Yes.
Wow.
They always expect me to be the one that can reach out to the university.
Oh.
Also, you're like the golden...
Yeah.
My dad also always tell me,
You can go uni one. If anybody is you.
Do your other siblings hear that?
he never say that to my other
other
siblings.
Yeah.
Because when you're young, you don't really know like what the future holds you. Like, because obviously the parents knows better when you're young. They don't usually show like the support. But I know like at the end of the day, I can go back to them. Then they will understand. And if I tell them like, oh, I cannot do this, or this is tiring and stuff.
True or false? The type of school your child attends is important.
Oh. It is also a common topic. I
Yeah,
think.
very Singapore.
Wow.
这个 too.
True, but this is true and
True and
false.
false.
I feel that for my 2 children, that is different. The culture, the thinking.
As
However,
in, both your children go to different types of school.
different types of school. However, they turns out to be good.
Both are
Both are good. It's a matter of how the parents to impart their thinking to the children rather than what kind of school.
I'm quite curious on here from the younger generation that they also wrote
Yeah.
true.
At the end of the day, it's all about the school environment. You can't like lie that, or you won't be influenced by the people around you, because you will.
Since the kid is still growing, a lot of things can influence them very easily. I chose both my primary school and my secondary school.
Oh.
How do you even know what are the primary schools out there?
Yes, like to be honest, right? Like I chose my primary school just cause like her it was like good lah. Secondary school I decided to choose it because like I went through DSA. It was just very fun lah. Because when I went there, I just liked the school environment a lot.
I chose the secondary school myself because they had this like subject, higher mother tongue, higher Malay, which they didn't offer in like the schools in my neighborhood.
Honestly, for me, the most important thing is distance.
Yeah, that is true.
Next one. How do you feel about national examinations? Are you for it or are you against it?
Wow.
All of them said for. Why are you all for it?
It didn't scar you guys?
No, it helps us like guide us like what we want to do in the future, and also it's like it kind of like motivates us, you know, like oh if I want to do this in the future, I must work hard for it.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel that is to gauge your learning progress, so you know where am I.
I know like they have this new PSLE scoring in place to kind of like help replace that T system, you know, of aggregate score. I don't know much about it, but maybe like
Yeah,
for you guys,
Yeah,
know.
like I remember when he took his PSLE, when he came back with result, he was very happy. This new system, it actually, I think it helps focus on the students' like current learning a lot more.
The numbers is very important back then.
You mean the aggregate score
Yeah.
number, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Until now, so many years later, I still remember my 3 numbers.
Yeah, and it's the thing like people will ask under you're so old. Like, you know, like sometimes they suddenly have this conversation with your friends. Hey, what's your PSLE score?
Yeah.
Like, what's your PSLE score?
I feel like I'm branded by it.
yeah. So yeah, maybe this better lah.
I sometimes feel like a disappointment to my parents.
Ooh,
On a scale of 1 to 5, how far do you agree with this
so
statement?
sensy.
Yeah.
Whoa, this is heavy.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, we have a variety of
Yeah.
answers.
Jenny is 4.
Jenny, you feel like sometimes a disappointment.
Just now I say my mom wants me to be the one that going to the university. Not that I didn't complete my degree, just that at a very later time I completed. She was telling me that it's no use at all.
What? Oh my god.
She expect me to do it before I got married. But I didn't make it when my dad was having illness. Among the 7 of us, none of them have the degree to fulfill their wishes. So I say, okay, I will determine to get my degrees. Even though I have to fly here and there for my job, I have 2 kids to take care. I will still complete my degree. By then, I brought back my degree to her. My father passed away. So at least it's before that. Education is not for them, it's for me. Yeah, so I'm really thankful. Chinese way is that 为人点灯照亮自己. I thank to that I want to do something for them, but in fact it is for yourself. Yeah.
Because my mom was a very excellent student in her days. She took on a lot of leadership roles. She got a lot of scholarship. I just felt like I couldn't live up to the standard that she had set. She's my role model, since young. I've always wanted to be like her. So whenever I get a really bad result, I would hide in the classroom and then I would call her and cry. Then after that, I would call her and then after that, as I'm telling her these results, I would also start crying a bit. Cause it's oh, she expected me to do so much better, but I didn't do what I had expected to, or what she had expected to. After a while, I understand a lot more that is her path, and now I'm on my own path and I'm going to do my best in what I'm doing and just try to make her proud in my own way.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I think
can we get some?
thank you. I think as I get older, then I start to realize and see that actually parents are also learning. But I think a lot of times when we feel that our parents know everything, but actually a lot of times they are also trying to figure out how to be parents. They might be disappointed at certain points of times in life, but it's never a forever thing.
Yes.
Children should be given more independence at a younger age. Are you for it or against it?
Oh, very hard to answer.
I'm only at the
Over
head.
here immediately, right?
Shucks.
I can have independence and I need. Then over there is, should I give my children?
For against. A for
Against.
against.
Why against, Jenny?
This one was hard.
Okay, it's very hard because
Yeah.
you say for handphone, maybe we will allow. But for dating, I will ask them not to have it until they finish their secondary school.
But if they tell you feelings are feelings, if I cannot do how?
But you cannot.
Personally, I'm against that. But if let's say you are going to do it, then I have no choice.
Can't stop it,
I
yeah.
can't stop it.
This was a hard one, and I felt that there's only so much a parent can protect a child. The child, I've realized, spends lesser time at home than they will be outside. And the external factors are what I cannot control. So if it means that I have to change it to 4 because I want my child to come and tell me, then I will have to acknowledge the fact that it will be a 4.
Yeah.
So I think then the question just becomes, how do I then cope with this situation if it's a fact that I cannot control and it's inevitably going to be there, right? Today, yesterday, he did his homework and the teacher told them to write down what their resolutions are and what they want for next year, right? And primary 2, he wrote, I want an iPhone 15. I want an iPhone 15, you know?
Primary
And I realized that I cannot change that because it's peer pressure outside. They will always just tell them, when he sees his friends do, that's all it needs, right? It's more of then explaining to them, reasoning out with them, letting them realize, and make their own decisions after that kind of thing. So just be a bit more discerning and sensible about it, I guess.
I feel it depends on the child. If you see they are capable of having more independence, then why not? Independence is good for a child to grow up well because they will understand from the outside world instead of just being more controlled.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've come to the end of answering those questions, scenarios, thoughts. How do you guys feel?
Actually, hearing you guys reminds me also a lot about my childhood. I think what's interesting to know is the level of stress that you all feel.
The technologies have changed a lot. During those days, we don't have all this to worry about. But now, I think the newer parents has to worry about
There's newer
all
challenges.
the newer challenge and all that.
After this session, like parenting is not easy. When we are being very difficult, like as a child, I'll just like take a step back.
Hearing from other parents as well, I do realize that a lot of parents are actually like they're also not sure of what they're doing. This is like this is like you guys are just doing your best, and like I realize like all parents ultimately the goal is just that they want the best for their own kids, and they just want to make sure that their kids don't suffer too much in the real world and all that. That's something all parents can agree on.
Thank you for watching another episode of Ask TSL. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Ring the notification bell and don't forget to watch our other videos over there. Bye!